All right, guys, so this is the third video of 9.3, and hopefully this won't be very long. We're almost done here, okay? And in these two examples, we are just talking about this formula here, okay, which gives the horizontal distance an object travels. Okay, so D is the horizontal distance, V is the initial speed, and obviously theta is the angle of elevation. Okay, so just plug it into the formula. One thing I do want to note, and this is different than our arc length and area of sectors, is this is in degrees. Okay, in degrees, so we want to keep it in degrees. Now, this will be given to you on the test, the formula itself. You will have to know what goes where. So don't spend your time trying to memorize this formula. All right, so let's look at this word problem. It says estimate the horizontal distance, so we want the D, traveled by a golf ball that is hit at an angle of 50 degrees, so this is going to be our theta, with an initial speed of 105, so this will be our V. Okay, so D equals V squared, so it's going to be 105 squared over 32 times the sine of 2, and our theta is 50. Okay, so if I clean this up some, D equals 105 squared, let me grab my calculator, is 11025 over 32 times the sine of 100. Okay, now if I just put all this in my calculator, I get roughly 339.3, and that's in feet. Now, if you put this into your calculator, which is what I did the first time, which is why you heard the pause, and you got a negative number, that probably is an indication that you are in radian mode and not in degree mode, which will, like I said, give you a very different answer, and it'll be negative. All right, so using that same formula, okay, we're going to do another problem. Okay, so a track and field long jumper jumps 14.6 feet. So this is the horizontal distance we go. So this is our D. With an initial speed of 27, so that's our V. And we want to find the angle, which is our theta. Okay, so if I work this out, I would write it as 14.6 equals 27 squared over 32 times sine of 2 theta. All right, so first things first, let's multiply by 32 on both sides. That way I can get rid of my fraction. So 32 times 14.6 gives me 467.2 equals, now 27 squared is 729 times the sine of 2 theta. Okay, well, let's divide both sides by 729. So I get 467.2 divided by 729. I get 0.6409 equals the sine of 2 theta. Okay, now I'm going for an angle measure, so I would use inverse. So sine inverse of 0.6409 is going to equal 2 theta. So inverse sine of that, I get 39.86 equals 2 theta. Divide both sides by 2. I get, I'm going to go all the way up here, guys. Theta is roughly 19.9 degrees, depending on how you round it. All right, so one more thing and then we'll be done. So go ahead and work out these monitoring progress to get some extra answer or extra practice, and then I'll go over the step-by-step solutions. All right, so this is what you should have gotten. Okay, now remember, even though this is in negative degrees, remember that reference angles are always positive. Okay, so even if the angle measure is negative, your reference angle will always be positive. So this is what you should have got the first two. And then the bottom half, this is what you should have gotten.